Hello, and welcome to Mean Street News. Mean Street News is here to provide accurate news to help citizens affect change in their local government and beyond. Being nice is overrated. It is time to be real. I mean what I say, and I say what I mean. The time to step up and step in is now. So please come join me, Katie, over on Mean Street News to discuss Ohio politics and beyond. I hope to see you there. Hello, and welcome to Mean Street News. Mean Street News is here to provide accurate news to help citizens affect change in their local government and beyond. Being nice is overrated. It is time to be real. I mean what I say, and I say what I mean. The time to step up and step in is now. So please come join me, Katie, over on Mean Street News to discuss Ohio politics and beyond. I hope to see you there.
Tomlinson's ex-girlfriend who used to work for his office. Our Kaitor K has more from Elyria Municipal Court.
I realize that this is an unusual situation in that Mr. Tomlinson is an elected official.
Lorain County Prosecutor JD Tomlinson and his Chief of Staff James Burge before a visiting judge Thursday. Their case, alleging tampering with evidence, intimidation, and bribery, surrounds a woman who used to work for Tomlinson. The two started dating in 2021. Court records allege that in August 2023, after the former employee brought a concern to the prosecutor office's chief of civil division, Tomlinson, quote, engaged in disparate treatment by disciplining her. She says Tomlinson grabbed her by the shoulders, shook her, and threw her onto a couch, and also held her employment over her head. Court docs say the former employee resigned the next day and 2 months later received a $100,000 settlement. This settlement resulting in a public records suit and a taxpayer suit. The court docs allege that Tomlinson and Burge harassed the former employee to backtrack her allegations.
We want to respect this order to the letter. We just want to say that we're very comfortable with the evidence that we have, and we look forward to our date in court. We are innocent. We are innocent.
We are absolutely innocent of these charges, and we will prove that to you.
With the charges coming out just 2 days ago, Tomlinson and Burge asked the judge if their arraignment could be continued on a later date so they have time to get attorneys, and the judge set the continuation for October 16th. Meanwhile, Tomlinson is running for re-election in November and appears unfazed.
County Commissioner Michelle Hung says Tomlinson has repeatedly refused to look into issues she and others have raised and believes Lorain County does not have a prosecutor. Fellow Commissioner
Good evening, everybody, and thank you for joining me today on Mean Street News. I have some breaking news this evening, and I'm really quite excited to share it with all of you. I was having sound issues, and I realized I just muted myself the whole time. So don't you love it when that happens? I'm like, what is going on? And it's just, I didn't hit the mute button, so I couldn't hear anything, which I bet all of you could hear me in that first live, which I'll delete. But thank you for joining me tonight. I'm going to get right into it because there's a little bit to go over. We're not going to get through everything, but I'm going to provide you guys with the documents that I received tonight. Not received, went and got today up at Elyria Municipal Court. Their filings from JD Tomlinson and Jim Burge's attorney regarding the accusation. But we're going to start with the good stuff because I'm just quite excited about it. I'm going to turn off this banner because it messes with my service. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. We're going to get right into this. So remember when I told all of you about, and I read the letter from April 4th, 2024, and I have a thing with 2, so indivisibles by 2. So today's 10/10/24, so I think it's good luck for me, to be honest with you. So because this tonight is going to solidify what I have been saying this entire time. Put myself in the corner. I like being in the corner. Get it? I'm joking. Okay, so let's go all the way. I was told to start at the bottom. So Captain Vansant, remember I read that in that letter, Captain Vansant, he was then Lieutenant Vansant, he got a promotion in between, that he had sent sexting type messages to Jennifer Battistelli. Well, now I can prove it. So I just want to make sure I'm on the right one. No, I'm not. Go down. Okay. So I'm going to start with this. I'm assuming, I don't know for 100% fact. I'm assuming this is Bobby, Captain Robert Vansant. This Bobby Vansant 577. Jennifer's name's been redacted because of Mercy's Law or something like that. Like, you can't, her victims, we all know who it is. So, yeah, okay. So this is from January of this year, okay? And Captain Robert Vansant is the officer who filed the charges against JD Tomlinson and Jim Burge. He's the officer who filed the charges. He's been investigating the radio contract as well. And if we bring up, and not to tease you guys too much, but hold on, I want to bring up my murder chart. I just gotta stop calling it that. My RICO chart. I think a murder chart's funny though. Right here. Remember my chart? Oh, this is the wrong one. This is the wrong one, but Vansant's right here because of this and the prosecutor. We went over it yesterday. So I just wanted to go over that real quick. But here we go. The text messages. Okay. This is from January 2024. And I'm just going to get into it. In Amherst, across from Barra at 5 Points. I'm there at 4:30 every morning. I live kind of down the street from there. I've never heard of it. Send me info. I'm just saying, I would not mind. Of course, people are texting me now. Oh, stop. I live kind of down the street from there. I have never heard of it. Send me info. I'm just saying, I would not mind kissing all over that. And then wink, smiley face with the tongue out. Sorry, I can't help it. Make sure I'm not muted. Oops. I'm not sure my phone on silent, sorry. I'm just saying I would not mind kissing all over that blank. Sorry, can't help it. I like 4 p.m. workouts because I do yoga in the a.m. I'm on Apple Orchard. If you're close, sure worth me stopping over. Smiley face. This is Captain Vansant. Captain Vansant, you're down for pics? Jennifer Battistelli, you want to send me pics? Heart smiley face. January 8th, 9:52 a.m. Come on, you didn't skip it. Oh, did my scanner skip it? Oh, I'm going to have to read it to you guys. Oh, my scanner sucks. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Back up. Right here. I got it right here. Okay. Shh. It's the best part. My scanner sucks. I'm sorry, you guys. Okay, so we work out 4 a.m. It was, if you show me yours, I'll show you mine. Which I kind of loved. It was kind of funny. You know, like how we were kids. Like, if you show me yours, I'll show you mine. Okay. You want to send me pics? January 8th, 9:52 a.m. You want to send me pics? Maybe. It was drinking, January 8th, 9:52 a.m. Was drinking some whiskey last night and may have meant to say, you down for drinks. January 8th, 11:38 a.m. I mean, if you're down for pics as well, so long as I show you mine, you show me yours. January 8th at 1:19 p.m. No, I am not down to send pics. Actually, no one on this planet has any sexy pics of me. It's not my thing. I may be president someday. Laugh face, laugh face. January 8th, thumbs up, 2 laughing emojis. January 8th, 2:55 p.m. It has nothing. Okay. January 8th, 11:38 a.m. I mean, if you're down for pics as well, so long as I show you mine show. Did I already say that? Hold on. Oh, here we go. January 11th, 10:19 a.m. Girl, JD sold you out in the paper. When are you going to set him start and get back at him for how he's doing you? It's not right at all. Just saying. Bobby Vansant, the guy who filed the charges, look at, he's saying, hey girl, way he did you wasn't right. Gonna. Girl, JD sold you out. Okay. January 17th, 8:54. Now, I'm going to say this. There's nothing in between these messages, but it sounds like he's talking to somebody, okay? So I think because of like the redaction law, like the victim law or whatever, you have to like redact what's in between, or she never responded. So it's one or both, but it sounds like she's responding based on what I'm going to read. January 17th, 8:54 p.m. Would you be willing to meet with me and a guy from the FBI? They have some questions about JD and your settlement. It will not hurt anything you have in any way. And you will be able to obtain whistleblower status. Think about it, please. There's a lot he has done and is continuing to do that is wrong, not only to you, but to others. January 17th, 9:10 p.m. Are you available tomorrow sometime? I can call you then. January 17th, 9:53 p.m. This is all Robert Vansant, by the way. 2 thumbs up. See, like it sounds like he's talking, like she's saying something back, but you know what I mean? But they're not showing us that. So 2 thumbs up. January 23rd, and this is 2024, 11:19 a.m. Can I call you today? Friday, 3:42 p.m. Now, I don't know what Friday this is, if this is January Friday or this was Friday coming up. I have no idea. But it says, how are you feeling? And then Friday, 3:50 p.m. Yeah, I had it a couple weeks ago. I'm fine. Did you have time to think about talking to me about some things? I certainly don't want to put you in any harm's way, but I believe I can help you, and in turn, your help could help a few more. So scratch my back. I'm gonna scratch your back. That sounds like conspiring. Just my theory. It sounds like conspiring. The best is that I'll show you yours. And now I guarantee you, if they have this, they have more. There's more. There's absolutely more. And there's more to show you tonight. So I wanted to show you that first because it just confirmed my whole sexting thing with the guy that filed the charges against the prosecutor. I mean, like, talk about conflict of interest. It's like a Michelle Hung all over again. And, you know, I got to do this. I got to do this joke because I wanted to do it for a minute. We make Cuyahoga County look like just, we just make them look like Jimmy DeMora never did anything wrong. And this is my joke, is I was going to say, you know, Michelle Hung, and not to bring her up, but she's the one with the special prosecutor that we're about to talk about. You know, she's been pushing that as well. And for about the radio contract, and when that was no, they started investigating the prosecutor's sex life, which I don't really think is appropriate, but I would call Michelle Hung Jimmy DeMora with tits, but I'd be doing Jimmy DeMora a disservice. Like, we are so corrupt in this county. It is fucking shocking. I mean, shocking. It is just shocking. So let's go to the next thing, okay? And whatever my scanner didn't scan, we will. And I'm going to start at the beginning this time. We're going to do the letter, okay? This is a statement of facts that was filed today. Now, this is just a statement of facts. Nobody's found. Oh, come on. Where are you not loading? This is going to piss me off. Hold on. It's probably because I unplugged my... My stupid hard drive, and it doesn't want to plug in now. Alright, come on. Give me a second. Oh, and so you guys can't all see all of my documents. I'm gonna remove this real quick. Hold on, give me 2 seconds. I gotta open this, but I want you guys to see every document that I have. No offense. Here we go. Reopen these. Of course, it doesn't want to work now. All right, now let's go through these other text messages. Here we go. Yeah, I might just have to read this because this is just being stupid right now. Okay, so we're going to talk about the bribery first. So the bribery charge that he wanted to do, and then we're going to talk about the other one. Add to stage. So remember they charged him with bribery because he offered her $500 apparently to go to dinner. So this is what we said today in today's filings. I love that this is touchscreen. Okay, Law and Order. Based upon the foregoing discussion, Defendant Tomlinson has been charged with the offense of bribery in violation of RC 2921.02. The bribery statute, as applicable here, describes no person with purpose to corrupt a witness or improperly influence a witness with respect to the witness's testimony in an official proceeding, either before or after the witness is subpoenaed or sworn, shall promise, offer, or give the witness or another person any valuable thing or valuable benefit, okay? So, in the account provided by the state and to support the above bribery charge, the supporting affidavit describes 1, Tomlinson's offer of $100 to Battistelli, we know that's who it is, to join him for supper, and 2, after being turned down, Tomlinson's offer of $500 to Jennifer Battistelli again, if she will join him for supper. These statements were made in jest. Neither of Tomlinson's offers to Jennifer Battistelli of a cash prize to eat with him was made with the expectation that she would accept the offer or that Tomlinson would actually pay her to eat with them. So he was like taunting, like, hey, I'll give you $500 to come eat with me, you know, like, why don't you come eat with me? It wasn't like a bribe. In none of the language recited in the exchange between Tomlinson and Battistelli above is there even the implication that Tomlinson is attempting to corrupt or to influence Battistelli's testimony in an official proceeding. Tomlinson offers to Battistelli to pay her to eat with him are nothing more than an expression of his desire to see her. Conclusion. At a hearing, it is incumbent upon the state of Ohio to present substantial credible evidence establishing probable cause to believe that Tomlinson, in the above described exchange of text messages, offered Battistelli something of value to corrupt her testimony in an official proceeding. A text message exchange between Tomlinson and Battistelli on August 6, 2024, one day after she received the draft statement prepared for her by attorney Burge, would indicate that Tomlinson never intended to corrupt Battistelli's testimony by any means or that she felt he was attempting to do so. August 6 at 6:17 p.m. I know today is heavy for you. I am sorry. And this is from Jennifer Battistelli, by the way. I hate that we are going to go through this. Everything about us has been so difficult from day one. Emoji. JD Tomlinson. We are going to get through this together, Jen. Only speculation could result in the conclusion that the above exchange involved a bribe. So here we go. And we're going through this together, you guys. I haven't been through all of this. So this is to the FBI agent from Jim Burge. So I need to go to the first letter in order for you guys to understand this text message exchange. And for some reason, my scanner did not scan the first couple pages. So I'm going to read the first 4 pages. Wait, did it? Hold on. I'm going to read the first 3 pages, and thank God I have it right here. And then we're going to start, I'll start sharing the screen at the 4th page, okay? Just because my scanner's dumb and hates me today. And then I'll rescan it before I upload it tonight. Remove this. Okay, so it says facts. Okay, facts. On a date during the month of August 2024, Prosecutor JD Tomlinson sent a text message to Jennifer Battistelli inviting her out for wait, am I reading that? Oh, I'm reading that stupid one. Hold on. Like I just read this one. Hold on. I gotta pause, you guys. I left it in the scanner. Yep, left it in the scanner. I gotta pause, you guys. I'll be right back, okay? Shit. Oh, shit. Almost tripped. Coming back. Ah! Run all the way upstairs. Probably all laughing at me. You can probably hear me tripping down the steps. Okay, I'm back. I'm like, what the heck happened to it? Left it in the scanner. Okay. Facts. Drink some of my magic potion and calm my ass down. Okay. On May 10th, 2024, Lorain County Sheriff Bill Arstomity filed a petition for the appointment of a special prosecutor and the impaneling of a special grand jury. The objective of the petition was to conduct a criminal investigation of the elected county prosecutor, defendant JD Tomlinson, as he ran for re-election. In the above regard, Sheriff Stameti has hired 2 lawyers whose presence at the Sheriff Department is relevant to the Sheriff's motive in pursuing this case. The hiring of these 2 men is historical, i.e., it is the first time in history that the Sheriff's Department had employed even 1 lawyer, and the Sheriff now has 2 on his staff. The first lawyer hired by the Sheriff was Dennis Will, the former Lorain County Prosecutor that Tomlinson defeated in 2020 election. The second lawyer to be hired by the Sheriff is Tony Sillo, a former disgruntled employee of Tomlinson's, whose position with the Sheriff was created so that he could earn a living while running against Tomlinson in the 2024 election. It is notable that Sillo even changed his political party affiliation to oppose Tomlinson. The evidence would indicate that Tony Sillo has participated in the investigation of both Tomlinson and Burge. In fact, Tony Sillo's remark to Tomlinson's Deputy Chief of Staff, Rich Resendez, that the cards will fall in a couple of weeks. So his Deputy Chief of Staff, Rich Resendez, said that the cards will fall in a couple of weeks coincided almost to the day when charges were served upon Tomlinson and Burge. Another former disgruntled employee of the prosecutor's office, and as well a former girlfriend of Prosecutor Tomlinson, is Jennifer Battistelli. It's blacked out, but we know it's her, okay? Is a witness whose testimony is central to the Sheriff's prosecution of Tomlinson and his Chief of Staff and Attorney Jim Burge. It was anticipated, at least by the state, that Jennifer Battistelli would testify that Attorney Burge prepared a statement press release for her review, that the statement press release was false, and that Burge and Tomlinson attempted to intimidate Battistelli into adopting the statement as her own for the purpose of presenting her testimony. Jennifer Battistelli via social media has now placed in doubt what she told the sheriff's detectives, essentially claiming that the charges against the defendants are false and politically motivated. In her Facebook post, Battistelli clearly implies that the sheriff and his deputies, together with one or more of her lawyers, have used her in a conspiracy to prosecute Tomlinson and thus to defeat him in this election. So what text is he talking about? I'm going to show you, because they blacked it out in this document, but I had about 5 people yesterday send it to me via screenshot. Oh, I got to add 2 more. Hold on. Did I upload 2 of them? This one and this one. Upload. Okay, I'm going to show you this one. So this was there yesterday. Full screen this so I can read it. So it says, imagine discovering that the person you trusted to represent you had divided loyalties all along, without you ever knowing. It's a tough pill to swallow. Feeling used in a situation where trust and loyalty should not be negotiable, let this serve as a reminder to ensure your legal counsel is fully committed to your best interest. Politics is a cruel game. Hashtag fake charges, John, I need to fix that. And hashtag no witness. So basically, I mean, I don't know what you guys take that as, but I take that as she's recanting what she's doing. And she put a nice little selfie there for all of you. So how pretty she is. So then she posts this cryptic message. Mr. Rosenbaum, I guess you didn't receive my email, my certified copy sent to your home and office. Shots fired. Ooh, that was not nice. And I'm not your son. I don't miss. Dear Mr. Rosenbaum, as you are aware, prior to the record statement being taken, I indicated to you that you were acting as my attorney, and that as my attorney, I expected that my statement and any information or documents provided in our discussion were confidential in nature. A few days after our recorded statement, I felt uneasy about proceeding forward with any further representation by you. I expect that you maintain... Oh, I can't read that. I think she says confidence. Let me see if I can read it if I pull it up. Confidence, and that you do not breach... Do I have my reading glasses here now? Do not breach your obligations to me or my wishes. So there's the other one. Then she posted, just because I'm not a Facebook stalker, people, a little bit, but I'm not, because I was sent all of these. She has me blocked and everything. So, and she's pretty smart. She got my husband blocked too. I usually just go on his and look at all your guys' stuff, because he doesn't. And then she posted after that, I'm tired of the media controlling my self-esteem. I would be tired of it too if they were, you know. That shouldn't be a thing. I don't know who in the media would be doing that. And then she posts, looks like I've been kindly encouraged to take my post down. Guess some truths are a bit too uncomfortable for certain people. And I feel you, John. I feel you. I totally feel that. You know, some people just don't like to, doesn't like the truth. Okay, so then we go into the sheriff's petition. A hearing on the sheriff's petition for the appointment of a special prosecutor was set for an evidentiary hearing on July 17th of 2024. And Battistelli received a subpoena from the sheriff to appear and give testimony. To counsel her through the above process, Battistelli had obtained the legal services of attorney Kenny Liu, an advocate of and a donor to Tomlinson's opponent, Tony Sillo. Of significance, so is Michelle Hung, by the way. Of significance here is the fact that the hearing on the sheriff's petition was canceled so that Tomlinson could pursue appellate review of the visiting judge's pre-hearing orders. Jennifer claims that she was not advised by her attorney Lou that the hearing had been canceled. Blank contacts Tomlinson, which I'm pretty sure it's Battistelli. It's my assumption. Several days after the above scheduled hearing date, July 27th, 29th of 2024, the Elyria Chronicle-Telegram published audio recordings obtained from Jennifer Battistelli's private cell phone. It would appear that the purpose of furnishing these recordings to a newspaper was to embarrass Tomlinson as he runs for re-election, as both he and Jennifer Battistelli can be heard arguing with one another on these recordings. And Jennifer Battistelli's speech, according to her, would reflect that she was profoundly under the influence of alcohol. She was not only embarrassed, she was furious. She had rage issue. Because Tomlinson had blocked Battistelli from placing calls to his cellular telephone at the time. She was unable to reach him to discuss these recordings. And we're on page 4. I can share my screen now. Sorry, y'all. Okay. Should add this to the stage. I still have sound. Okay. Just in case. Yep. I still have sound. Okay, right here. Yep, here we go. Tomlinson was unaware that Battistelli had recorded many of their private conversations, telephone and otherwise, since the inception of their relationship. Failing to reach Tomlinson by telephone, Battistelli called Tomlinson's closest friend, name omitted, and asked him if he would patch her through to Tomlinson on his friend's phone so that so that she could discuss with him the publication of her recordings. She seemed most concerned about the backlash of vicious attacks she was receiving on social media as a result of the publication. In the above regard, Tomlinson was equally upset because Battistelli's lawyer, I gotta pull this down, hold on. Attorney Ken Liu, in a Chronicle-Telegram article discussing the Battistelli recordings, is quoted saying that during one of their recorded arguments, Tomlinson had smacked Battistelli in the face, and the balance of the phone call consistently mainly of Battistelli accusing Tomlinson of seeing other women and complaining about the criticism she was suffering on social media. For his part in this conversation, Tomlinson continuously attempted to persuade Battistelli to admit publicly that he had never struck her and to join him in telling the truth. Though she made this admission tacitly, I can't say it, she still has never done so publicly. During the course of their phone conversation, Tomlinson asked Battistelli candidly why she was unwilling to tell the truth about him. Battistelli's reply was clear. She refused to tell the truth because Tomlinson was seeing other women. Battistelli made a second call to Tomlinson on the same day to continue their discussion of the Battistelli telephone recordings being leaked to the news media. When Tomlinson pressed Battistelli on how the recordings from her private cell phone could get to the media without her knowledge, she denied that she was the source and told the following story. Attorney Kenny Liu and Sheriff Phil Stemetti. According to Jennifer Battistelli, when she received her subpoena to testify at the July 17th hearing on the sheriff's petition for the appointment of a special prosecutor, she advised Attorney Ken Liu that she would not appear. Again, according to Jennifer Battistelli, Attorney Liu did not tell her that the above hearing had been canceled. Rather, Battistelli claimed that her attorney Liu instructed her that instead of appearing right away for the hearing, she should come to meet him with him at his office first. Battistelli claimed that she did as instructed and reported to Attorney Liu's office. She stated that when she arrived at the office, she was in the presence of Attorney Liu, several of the sheriff's deputies, and a lawyer who fit the description of Attorney Ron O'Brien. Attorney O'Brien had been appointed as Stemetti's attorney to present the case for the sheriff's petition to the visiting judge, and he has now involved himself in this case. As was her habit, Battistelli had surreptitiously recorded the meeting at Attorney Lou's office, and it was thought that the Attorney O'Brien's voice could be distinguished on that recording. I would love to hear that recording. Battistelli claimed that after she had arrived for the meeting at Attorney Lou's office, she was asked by someone if she would hand over her cell phone. Though she had not received a subpoena for her phone, nevertheless, Battistelli claimed that on the advice of Attorney Lou, she gave up her telephone to a sheriff's deputy. Battistelli complained to Tomlinson that she had no idea the deputies would dump her phone. That is, copy all of its contents, audio recordings, audio-video recordings, text messages, emails, etc. She complained also that some of the videos on her phone had probably memorialized some rather intimate encounters. No. She was humiliated to think that this portion of her private life was available to the men who surrounded her in Lou's office, and or that it was available to the public at large. So she's saying that they have a copy of her phone. I think that... Because Battistelli was adamant that only she and the sheriff had access to the contents of her phone, she implied that the sheriff or one of his deputies had leaked the recordings from her telephone to the media. Dejected, Battistelli claimed in her discussion, now this is all alleged, this is not, I'm not going to say this is fact, this is all alleged from her. But, fuck, Anyways, dejected, Battistelli claimed that in her discussion with Tomlinson, that she was interviewed without being prepared by Attorney Lou, and that she was being used as a political pawn in the sheriff's effort to defeat Tomlinson in the November election. Battistelli concluded as well that Attorney Lou was part of that effort, since he had contacted her to offer his services, and he was not charging her attorney's fees. I gotta highlight this, I'm sorry, y'all. See, since he had contacted her, why isn't this working? Since he had contacted her to offer his services, and he was not charging her attorney's fees. Because Battistelli had been so severely criticized by the public on social media, she wanted Tomlinson's help. The claims against Battistelli included allegations that her job at the prosecutor's office had been created for her, that she had minimal duties while employed there, and that she left the office as a woman scorned out for revenge. Because of these attacks on social media, Chief of Staff Jim Burge was asked to create a document that Battistelli could use as a personal statement, press release, etc., and that both she and Tomlinson could endorse. Battistelli was, in fact, good at her job. For his part, and at Battistelli's request, Tomlinson was successful in persuading his political supporters to remove all of their social media posts that were critical of Jennifer Battistelli. On Monday, August 5th, 2024, Attorney Burge prepared a draft statement press release that Battistelli said she would review with her attorney, Brent Buckley, of the firm Buckley King in Cleveland, Ohio. Battistelli had claimed to Tomlinson that she had been represented by Attorney Buckley in some capacity since she resigned from the prosecutor's office. That same day, August 5th, 2024, Attorney Burge sent Battistelli an email with her draft statement press release attached for her review. Burge had been advised that Battistelli was visiting with her daughter in Arizona at the time, but that she could review the document virtually or telephonically from there with her legal counsel. Give me one sec. I'm going to take a quick drink. The thought that the publication of the statement sooner rather than later might provide her with some vindication. A Facebook message from Battistelli to Tomlinson sent the same day on August 5th confirms that Battistelli had asked Attorney Burge to prepare a statement. I have faith in Judge Burge and his magic workmanship with a pen. 2 days later, on August 7th, 2024, Attorney Burge had an appointment to meet with the FBI Special Agents Nikki Long and Beth King-Tai to deliver documents that agents had sought pursuant to their own investigation. These agents were investigating bona fides of Battistelli's civil right claim against the county's prosecutor's office that had been settled in 2023. Because Battistelli had advised Attorney Burge that she would be interviewed by these agents during the next week, Burge described to the agents the two conversations he had heard between Tomlinson and Battistelli during the previous week, and as well the statement that he had prepared for Battistelli as a result. Attorney Burge believed that if Battistelli and her counsel would endorse her account as written, it might also assist Tomlinson in defending against the sheriff's petition for the appointment of a special prosecutor. The FBI agents were provided a copy of Battistelli's statement as part of their investigation. Subsequently, Prosecutor Tomlinson received text messages from Battistelli reflecting that she would not endorse the content of the document Burge had prepared for her, and that her relationship with him was in effect finished. Based upon Battistelli's remarks to Tomlinson, and the concern that the draft document prepared for Battistelli had apparently contained statements that were untruthful, Burge had the following exchange of text messages with the FBI Special Agent Nikki Long. So let's go to those text messages, okay, right here. Nikki, in response to the recordings of her and JD that were published on the newspaper Chronicle Telegram website, I'm assuming that says Jennifer Battistelli, asked me to prepare a statement for her to be released to the media and describing her experiences with attorney Ken Liu, and with the sheriff's department. I did that in the hours before our meeting yesterday, and that is why I was able to provide the details of what she told me to you. Actually, it was the second statement that I had prepared. She did not approve of the first one. After that statement was typed, it was emailed to Scottsdale, Arizona, where Jennifer is visiting her daughter. I understood that she was going to review that statement with her attorney, Brent Buckley, telephonically. I don't believe that happened. Based upon the lengthy text message that JD received from Jennifer yesterday, I have no confidence that there's any truth to what she told me and what I related to you. And I apologize. I am fearful that she will talk herself into a jackpot during your interview. She is not a bad person, sadly merely a survivor. Again, my apologies, Jim. Nicole, good morning. I appreciate your text and explanation. I will share with Beth and Mickey. I hope you have a great day and take care of yourself in all of this. Nikki, thank you. But when I saw that communication, I knew that unless I explained, I would be sending you down a rabbit hole I would not want to do. And under any circumstance, if anything occurs here that I think might impact your investigation, I will advise, have a great day yourself. August 8th, 11:21 a.m. Thank you, and I appreciate that very much. Would you be willing to provide that communication? Yes, the preparation of this document was strictly for public. So there we go. That's what he's okay. Thursday. Oh, and I already read all this, so we're going to skip it. Of importance here are the facts that surround the draft statement that was prepared for Battistelli. Neither Attorney Burge nor Prosecutor Tomlinson attempted to persuade Battistelli to adopt the statement as her own, either before or after it was emailed to her in Arizona. If the statements in the document were false, neither Tomlinson nor Burge would have confirmed that. However, as soon as Jennifer implied that she would not adopt the draft statement as her own, Attorney Burge was immediate in advising the FBI agents not to rely on it. There was no attempt to intimidate Jennifer into adopting the statement or even to encourage her acquiescence in it. The statement was never relied upon for any purpose, and it was never presented to anyone other than the FBI agents with the above caveat. The fact that neither Tomlinson nor defendant Burge ever engaged in coercive tactics or attempted to intimidate Jennifer into adopting a false narrative is best revealed in a text message exchange with Tomlinson initiated by Battistelli one day after she received the statement prepared for her by Attorney Burge. August 6, 6:17 p.m. I know today was heavy for you. I can feel it in your voice. I am so sorry, emoji. I have that we, I hate, probably, she probably meant I hate. I have that we are going through this. Everything about us has been so difficult from day one, emoji. JD Tomlinson, we're going to get through this together. And of course, my stupid thing skipped. So hold on. It's probably because the pages were stuck together. Alright, we already read that. Alright, tampering with evidence. That just goes law and argument, and I'm just gonna skip that, okay? Because I really don't care. I really don't care about that one. Hold on. Go back to here. In order to establish probable cause for a grand jury consideration of tampering with evidence. Let's see if we even need to read this. Hold on. We don't need to read this. This is all boring. You guys can read this later. All right, let's go through the other text messages. That's going to be fun. Okay. So, at the stage. Okay, so then we already showed you this. Politics court game, and all that skipped. Kill my scanner right now. Come on. Okay, so copy the forwarding script defendant served upon the plaintiff. What is this? Okay, so this is a text message exchange between JD Tomlinson and Jennifer Battistelli confirming that Battistelli, as Chief of Staff Jim Burge, prepared a statement and press release for her. So, I'm super burned out. It was a long-ass day. I want to think about things for a minute. I have to teach at 11:30 tomorrow, and I have a few errands to run, and I didn't get done working on our stuff. I'm just depleted. I understand. I'll call you in a few. I have faith in the judge and his magic workmanship with a pen. I am just depleted. Thank you, I know. I just wanted to mention one quick thing. And then, I don't know what that says. So this was the Marie Tomlinson text messages we went over in the last letter. We don't need to go over it again, but I'll provide you guys with that. But my biggest thing about this, what's this one? This one is, and this is the first time I'm going through some of these with you guys, okay? Captain Vansant. Okay, so in their intent, these are the ones I read. These are between Captain Vansant, the workout ones, remember? So let's see which ones my scanner skipped. Because I know there was some good ones in there. And I'll rescan it. I don't want the Nikki ones. I don't want those ones. Here we go. All right, this text message exchange. Okay, a text involving Jennifer Battistelli and JD Tomlinson during cross-examinations of Jennifer Battistelli and Captain Vansant preliminary hearing. You have to have sex, JD. Come on. Bullshit. None. Jesus, remember what happened last time? What do you mean? This is in May. So as she's releasing videos to the press, basically saying that, you know, he's and he's a womanizer and all this, and basically tries to, she's talking to him about having sex. So Michelle almost drove you into depression from lack of sex. Yeah, no sex. I have no outlet for that. Girls still wanna, you all know the word, right? Sex is not a part of my life right now. But I get it if you're not trying to hurt anyone. Sex and love is hard for women to separate. Just so you guys can all see that this is like a real document, not, you know, I know it's backwards, but you can at least see it's not fake. JD, I didn't mean to be a bummer. I just didn't want to hide anything from you. Call me later. I do have a cool story about Ohio University. Jen, yes. You might find it interesting. Cool. May 28th at 10:43 p.m. Hope you have a good night. I'm so tired from teaching and driving Drake and Kendrick. LOL. I hope the article won't be bad and you have a great day at work. Last night was so fun. Thanks, Jen. Do you have a second to talk? I wanted to tell you something about Ohio University campus. I don't want to blank. Oh, probably step out because it's like cut off. Step out of the room again. Ooh, I understand. Can we talk later? I want those things too. If something was blacked out, I can't see. I don't know what that is. See. May 28th, of course. I won't do the text things. I just want to be clear. You have to convince me this time and not just with... I'm not going to say that one. Here, you guys can see it. I'm not saying it. See here, does it show you? Yeah, you guys can... You're huge. You can think. Anyways, laughy face. Haha, deal. May 28th, blank unsent a message. Jennifer unsent a message, and he just said true. May 28th, they talked for 6 minutes. Now, this is right before the Chronicle Telegram released those articles, which I can tell you when those articles were. My little eyes are tired. Hi, I understand. Good night. May 29th, 8:30 a.m. Have a good day, Jen. May 29th. It's so much. I wish you were here. LOL. Article, bad or good? Haha, I hear you. Not that bad. Okay. This is Jen. Okay. Yeah, I just looked. Not that bad. It will blow over. So she's asking him basically, how do you feel about this article that's, which article is that? Now I want to know. She was May, right? My binders. Okay. These are just not the here. I'll take those out. These are just newspaper articles about this whole radio situation and the prosecutor situation. Isn't that crazy? 2-inch binder. Absolutely insane. But let's see what's going on in May of 2023 in chronological order. Vansant, here we go. This is one of them. Okay, so April 12th, attorneys for Tomlinson say document with embarrassing accusation is not public record. That's when that started. So think about it. She's talking to him in May. So April, May. That's the first one. And he's still saying in this one, this is all political. This is all political, which is why it's election engineering. Is they're putting all this stuff out right before the election. And here, even in this one in April, this is from April. Prosecutor JD Tomlinson releases a long statement. Oh no, this is not April. Another one. Hold on. When was this from? Okay, so this is from June. This is from May. So June is Prosecutor JD Tomlinson releases a long statement on Battistelli settlement, share reels, FBI auditor investigation. And then in May, Prosecutor JD Tomlinson releases a long statement on Battistelli settlement. So he talks about the settlement. And he's talking about, he brings up Silo. Tomlinson wrote Wednesday that Silo was a second source of a baseless rumor. Silo is Rosenbaum's protege. Tomlinson said it is Rosenbaum who has filed the public record suit against me solely designed to aid Silo's election efforts. Rosenbaum wants revenge against me over the exoneration of Nancy Smith. That was the Head Start case. All charges against Smith and Allen were dropped in 2022, withholding evidence. Tomlinson further said that he and Battistelli were shocked. Silo used the former couple's 15-year relationship and prior romantic relationship as the focus of his campaign, which he has. Silo's obsession with my personal life appears to be nearly pathological, as it seems to be a dominant theme of his social media posts and campaign rhetoric. Yeah, he was handing out 100-gram bars at the fair, too. I told him to stop doing that. I'm like, dude, this is going to blow up in your face. Tomlinson said his romantic relationship with Battistelli started several months after he took office in 2021. Battistelli was an employee at the time. He further accused Silo of smear politics and not wanting to talk about the merits of his policy, is his strong relationship with the county law enforcement and the alleged drop in crime in the county during his tenure as a prosecutor. So then May 31st, visiting judge, a case number is assigned to possible criminal case in the Lorain County Prosecutor. And then here's July 20. And they hired Silo in the drug task force. Created a job. I mean, I know there's one more, but I know I have it upstairs because I was working on it. But yeah, that's interesting. So as all these then you have the videos that came out in July and June and July, which is like absolutely insane. And she's still texting him and calling him and, you know, for being an abuser and being somebody that, you know, this. But my biggest thing here tonight, let me make sure there's nothing else that you guys haven't already seen. No, we've already seen that. Get married. You've seen that. You've seen the Marie Tomlinson ones. Oh, here's one where Bobby Vansant is liking her memes on, what is this? It's either not twat or Instagram or, here, I'm going to show you this. The biggest thing about this whole thing, you guys, tonight that I wanted to really get down to, and I'm going to wrap this up tonight because I still I'm going to write an article on this, and it's going to be interesting, is the Vansant. So, you know, they said that there was no inappropriate text messages between Vansant and Jennifer Battistelli, but clearly there was. And based on these, even this, you're down for pics. Like, what kind of pics? Are you a smiley face pics, or are you thinking about, you know, other kind of pics? And she was even, you know, coming back with them. You want to send me pics? So apparently, if this claim was true from that letter, and the FBI agents are brought up again in this letter, I mean, I forgot that this didn't have the letter on the back of it, but I'm gonna screenshot these and put them up in it. But if this letter is true, he talked about the FBI agents we talked about in the 4-4 letter. They talked about, you know, how Silo is in, we've talked about yesterday too, not yesterday, the day before with the RICO, how Silo and Wills were part of the prosecutor's office for 30 years previous to Tomlinson taking over. It brings up Vansant with the texting in January. And basically he said it. What did he say? I'm going to quote it because that's just the best quote ever. It's the last text message of this. He said, if you help me, you can help many others. Now, I want to know who the many are, right? Because he didn't just say, oh, well, you can help me with this. Here we go. That's not it. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Okay. Yes, it is. I lied. This is just a copy I made. Okay. We're going to quote it. What did he say? Girl, JD sold you out in the paper. When are you going to set him up? This is a police officer who filed the charges against Tomlinson, who filed the charges against James Burge, who was trying to solicit Jennifer to work with him, and also trying to solicit nudes from the chick. Maybe he didn't get them, but he was trying to solicit him based on his things. Now I want Sheriff Stemetti to pull his phone record. I think we need to start looking at Captain Vansant's phone, because if he's doing it with this victim, what makes you think he's not doing it with another victim? Or other victims? Or maybe they're who grew up together? Just me, Deb. I'm going to show you what you guys who grew up together. Oh, JD and Jen. Yeah, I knew that too. When he even said that, I've known Jen for years, even before they became, you know, before they came close, that they knew each other. I don't think Vansant and her knew each other like that. And the same thing with Tony Silla. What was said about Tony Silla? He was sitting in her chair at the office to the point where, and when she didn't, give him the attention back that he wanted from her, he just started defaming her all around the office. And then, would you be willing to meet with me and the guy from the FBI? They have some questions about JD and your settlement. It will not hurt anything you have in any way. You will be able to obtain whistleblower status. think about it. There's a lot he has done and continuing to do that is wrong, not only to you, but to others. I certainly don't want you to put you in any harm's way, but I believe I can help you, and in turn, your help could help a few more. Well, who's the few more? Is the few more Dennis Wills, Tony Sillo, Sheriff Stemetti, Michelle Hung, Harry Williamson, with the whole contract? I mean, the whole thing was not only a special prosecutor about JD, but they didn't start investigating JD until JD said no to them for a special prosecutor to go after, this rescission of a contract that would have been giving Sheriff Stemelli's office $3 million, even though he just bought Kenmore radios or whatever. But anyways, and now you have this article in the newspaper this morning that the sheriff's attorney, said the radios was under Phil Stemetti's authority, even though Phil Stemetti relinquished his authority in 2011 and hasn't brought it up since 2011 until he wanted the $3 million from the radio contract, and now he wants control over the radio system. But he hasn't said anything in, 13, 14 years? Maybe it had a lot more to do with that $3 million, or, the Dana Gollner. And I messed this up yesterday. I wanted before I wrap this up tonight, I wanted to just the Dana Gollner. The only person I connected Dana Gollner to was the sheriff's office. And that's because there was an article in the Vermilion Photo Journal of Sheriff. I'm losing my internet. Hold on. Come on. What if I exit out of these? Exit. Stop sharing. I'm back. It was in the photo journal in Vermilion. Edge Tactical Services. He's the director there. So if you're the director, you're doing meeting your clients, following up with clients, and apparently the sheriff's office does get some kind of training from that company. So that's the only person I could really attach to Dana Gollner besides Harry Williamson, because, documents that were given to Dana Gollner and reflect Harry's own statements of giving documents like he did to Alan Close. But like I said, that's my theory. That's my guesstimate. But you guys enjoy your night. I'm exhausted. I have been just going all day long. I'm going to get off of here, but I wanted to share those text messages with you. I'm going to upload this document tonight. I'm going to fix the ones that weren't scanned, and I'm going to upload this document tonight into the Google file. So I'm going to show you how to get there real quick, okay, before I let you go. So I kind of lied to you. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to show you how to get to this file so you guys can go through documents if you want to. If you don't want to, you can just completely ignore me right now. But let's go here. www.mean. Okay, so you're going to go here to Mean Street. You're going to Lorain County Files, okay? Hit Lorain County File. And I'm updating this constantly. So hit the radio investigation. Okay, it takes you to this nice little file thing. You see all these files, and then go to the Tomlinson file. It's blue. That's how it sticks out. The radio contracts is blue, and so is Tomlinson. Click here. And this is where it is going to be. It's going to be in here with all these other letters. I probably might make a new, I might do this letter and put it in the Battistelli file. But if you click here, you can find stuff about Battistelli. And then another little project I'm working on, I just want to kind of show you guys what I have here, is a little gallery. I'm not done, nowhere near being done. I have like about 300 more photos to upload in here, but you can tell a lot but based off of just photos, right? So what I did was to 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, and you can just, see for yourself the nasty behavior of all these people. I like to put people's stuff out on the public square, and you can see just how over time it just got so much worse. You know what I mean? Here's one that I like. Who did you talk with about your lawsuit? Harry Williamson. Ron Atkins, AFL-CIO president. It's not a conflict of interest. Anyways, I'm out of here. I wanted to show you that, but it's kind of fun. I'm going to be putting like the nasty messages, the attacks on Tomlinson. You'll start seeing like all the articles on Tomlinson, when she went at my husband, you know, her Hatch Act violation. Here we go. Oh, her nasty Instagram stories. Here's one of her attacking, you know, Commissioner Jeff Riddell. There's another bunch that was about more she's talking about. And you can just slowly see it over time. This woman starts to melt down. Oh, here's one about me. That's interesting. Right here. Oh, why does it keep doing it? It's teasing me. You see how it keeps changing? Anyways, it's good. It's fun. It's just kind of fun to look back and see that. But you guys have a good night. I wanted to show you guys all of that. Stay focused, Lorain County. Stay focused, Ohio. I'm going to go take a shower and go to bed. Look out for my article. I'm just going to add the one about the arrest, and then I'm going to add some of this stuff to it, and then I will upload that document for all of you guys to review. But Captain Vansant, looks like you're in some trouble, bro. And if I was Sheriff Stemeni, I'd be pulling Captain Vansant's phone right now and looking at his text messages. This is very comfortable behavior of this guy. You're welcome, Barb. I'm happy to do this. This helps me as well with my RICO investigation. So, because it's all tied together, people. I know it's a lot, but it is true. You guys have a great night, and I will talk to you soon. Stay focused, Lorain County, and you know, yeah, I don't even know anymore. I'm too tired to think, but stay focused, and I will talk to you guys soon. I'm not doing an ending tonight. I'm just cutting you all off. I'll talk to you. Bye.